This is the Golf Club 2019 and I'm going to play probably just the front nine in this video of my new course, which is called Westerberg Clearings. So let's just make sure we can find it using this search, because sometimes the search on this game can be a bit odd. But if we search for Westerberg, all ease. There we go, Westerberg Clearings. So yeah, we'll play stroke, we'll just play default conditions, and we'll play the longer set of tees. I'm using master clubs, and we'll play pin set number 4, which I haven't played for a long time. Can't remember what it's like. So it's not a hugely long course, and it's, for the most part, it's got nice wide fairways, quite decent sized greens. Greens are slightly firm and slightly fast, but it's nothing too horrible. So this is the first hole. It's a par 5 to start off. There's water on the left hand side, so you can go with driver and that's where it gets a little bit narrower, or you can go with a 3-wood and then you've got plenty of space on the fairway. Water shouldn't be any danger of hitting the water. Then depending on the wind, should be able to reach the green in 2 along this pin set. Number 4, flags on the left hand side. Big green on the left. So we got decent strength winds, so here we go. So, so a crosswind means I want to aim a little bit towards the water, but not too far. I'll go with the driver, because I'm feeling brave. I got away with that. That was that was a fast tempo. I was worried that was going to disappear over to the left, but that was okay. So a little bit of slope, right to left. Winds left to right. So we're hitting into an upslope. The wind's helping a bit. Ooh, I'm kind of between clubs here. I don't think that's going to make it, but that's probably too far. So let's try and take some of the loft off this. I'm a bit worried this might not make it. Let's see. Oh, we've got a fast backswing. That should help. Yeah. In fact, without that, it definitely wouldn't have made it. But in the end, that's a pretty good shot. Left to right, 15 feet. That should be okay. Touch more. Oh, just past the edge. There we go, start off with a birdie. As long as you don't hit the water on that opening tee shot, you've always got a chance of an eagle or a birdie on that hole. So this is hole number 2, a par 4. So throughout this course I've gone for quite a clean look. Originally I had just the auto-generated plants were everywhere, and I had them as high as they could. But they just kept on popping up in odd places and they looked really sparse, even though I'd put as much of the auto-generated plants in as I could. So in the end I just got rid of all of the auto-generated planting, apart from the trees. So I kept all the auto-generated trees and added some of my own trees. Then added a few areas of planting like this, just in a few spots, like some areas of grass like that, just to give, I don't know, a little bit of variety to the landscape. But that really uses up the object meter in the object designer. So a few areas of grass like that, and your meter's already half full. So there's some bushes over there. Those are sorts of things that I've added, and all the trees, of course. So this one's set up quite nicely, straight downwind. Just aim for the middle of the fairway. So this one's set up quite nicely, straight downwind. Just aim for the middle of the fairway. 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 Just aim for the middle of the pretty flat. Where's the pin? Between the two bunkers. So we've got a downwind. That might not quite get there, but I think with the wind will help. Let's see. Oh, I've been hitting fast bat swings a lot recently. Need to get out of that habit. Wow, my chipping is absolutely terrible. Let's see. It's pretty straight. It's pretty flat. Partial chip, here we go. Not too bad. I'll take that. Anytime I'm chipping, I feel like I'm in danger of taking a bogey at the moment. So hole number 3 is uphill for the drive, dogleg. Then big long bunker on the left hand side. The pin's over on the right, but near a big bank. So last time I played this, I hit a big slice, must have been a very slow, and I ended up on this fairway over here. So I'm going to try not to do the same thing this time. Tempting to go with the 3-wood, just because the fairway's wider there. But it's uphill, so we'll probably still be hitting quite a wide spot. Oh, another fast downswing. That was not a good shot. That was not a good shot. We would have had a wedge in if we'd hit the fairway. But as it is, we're in the heavy rough. Into the wind. This is pretty horrible. Let's give that a go. I'm not sure that even that's going to reach. Let's just see if make sure we can get it to the green. Oh, slow backswing that time. What's going on? Here we go. Now we are in bogey territory with my chipping. So let's see. So clearly that's far too far. Oops. What are we doing? Oh, is that a flop? Oh, we could just play a flop shot. That's tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Wow. How did that go so far? I was into the wind as well. Don't understand. Downhill. Bit of right to left. Oh, there we go. Putting got me out of the hole there. So hole number 4 is either reachable over the water, depending on the wind and what clubs you're using, or it's another dogleg right. So here on most of these holes, there's 3 sets of tees, and they're all about 15 yards apart. So that if you're playing master clubs on the long tees, or pro clubs on the middle tees, or beginner clubs on the front tees, you should be looking at ending up in a round about the same position when you land. Now this is awkward because the wind's against us here. Is that going to make it? I'm not sure that's going to make it. It certainly won't make it to the green, and it'll leave us with a horrible chip. So I'm going to have to play this hole the long way, I think. And go down this way. No, just got a nice wedge in. Into the wind. Take a bit of loft off because of the wind. Let's see. Oh, fast backswing again. Oh, even then it didn't make it. Right, it's about the same length of tube as we had before. Not bad. Oh, a bit far. That was a terrible putt. I thought it was going to get a lot more break than that. Oh, my life. Right, you were probably watching the worst round I've ever had on this course. There isn't even that much of a slope, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah. This is embarrassing. Right. Got it. Let's just forget that hole ever happened and carry on. So, into the wind slightly. Big crosswind. Let's try about there. Oh, another fast downswing. I'll take that. Although at the moment I feel like I need anything shorter than 5 foot after that last hole would be nice. Right, hole 6 is the second par 5 on the course. So, depending on the wind, it can be a little bit awkward. That tree might come into play on the right hand side. Then there's a big hump on the right here. And now we've got the pin right at the back of the green. So it's playing about, I think, as long as it ever plays. That should be okay, wind should help us out there. So we've got a helping wind, we're uphill. That might be okay. Let's see. Oh, a bit short. Hit on the green. Oh, hit. See, on the, just where that hump is, there's a bit of a slope on the green. It'll, like you saw there, kick left anything that only just makes it over the hump. Not too bad, chance of an eagle. Ah. Birdie. So we're at +2 because we took a double bogey on hole number 4. Which we will never speak of again. So, par 4, quite a short one. Dogleg right again. So this one, often you can make it over that bunker. But I don't want to mess with that far bunker. It's not a long hole, so you can afford to take the club down a bit. Let's just make sure this gets on the fairway. Right, into the wind. Quite a strong wind, that's too far. I think 9-9 is good. Slight downslope. The wind might hold it up a little bit more. So take a bit of loft off. Let's see. It's not too bad. Wind held it up even more than I thought. Uphill putt. Not much break. But more break than that. So 2 more holes of the front 9 left. Par 3 next. So over the water, banks on either side, raised up green. So we really want to be hitting the green here. We've got a front pin position. Green slopes quite a bit from back to front as well. So you really want to be as close to the pin as you can get. With the wind, that might be okay. Or there, but loft it down. Let's go with the pitching wedge. And we'll add some loft. There we go. And hope the wind helps us out. That's not too bad. Slight downhill putt. A little bit of right to left, with a bit of left to right at the hole, but not much movement really. Ah, the little bit of left to right by the hole is just enough to take that offline. Final hole on the front 9. Par 4. Driving through the trees, bunker on the left. And then pin today is on the left hand side. It's a 2-tier green. We're on the lower tier. That wind's quite nice, we can just aim for the edge of the bunker. It should be nicely in the fairway. Bit of a slice. So, downhill lie, slight downwind. I think that's quite a good club. We're a wedge, 10 miles an hour. Let's go for that. Oh, a bit further, bit further, bit further. Not too bad. So, not much movement here. A little bit of left to right. There we go. So that was the front 9 of Westerberg Clearings. I'll play the back 9 another time. And please everybody ignore that horrible display of putting on hole number 4.